Welcome to the MVP Show. Full show notes for this episode can be found at nz365guy.com/291. Before we chat with today's guest, here's a quick message from our sponsors. Today's show is brought to you by the 90-Day Mentoring Challenge. I read once that the best way to be successful is to help other people become successful, which is why I provide this program for free. If you want to be mentored in the next 90-Day Mentoring Challenge, please go to nz365guy.com/mentor. Now let's get on with the show. Today's MVP is from the Philippines. She works at DMD Shimod as a D365 customer engagement practice lead, and she is the founder. She's currently on her first year as an MVP. She is also a community leader of the D365 champs in the Philippines. Outside work, she has volunteered to support the deaf and mute kids in Naga City, also in the Philippines. She's a passionate woman with a heart in the tech industry. You can follow her on Twitter at DMD Shikmod. Welcome, Doher Drizzle Pablo.
All right. Thank you for that introduction. And hi, everyone. Good morning or good day to all.
Awesome. Did I pronounce your name right? Or how do you pronounce your name?
Yes, you pronounce it correctly. Doher Drizzle Pablo. Yes. Perfect.
Well, it's good to have you on the show. I always love to have people from the Philippines. I have a special love for the Philippines in that I've worked there. And it's good to have you on the show.
Yes, me too. It's an honor and privilege. When I received a message from your team, I'm stoked. It's a dream come true. Yes, it is really my dream come true.
That's so awesome. Tell me about the part of the Philippines you live in, a bit about your family, and what you do for when you're not working.
Okay. All right. First, I'm now based here in Manila. It's the capital of the Philippines, the busiest, and all the opportunities are here. And but my family, my biological family, because I also have my own family now. My parents are in the province or like a suburb in some countries. And I really grew up in Naga City, Bicol region, and I'm a proud Bicolana. That's what they call as a person who grew in Naga or in Bicol. And then right now, I have my own family with 3 kids and my husband. We're here in Manila. So that's about my family. Second is, what do I do if I'm not working? Well, I cook. I love to cook. Since I was young or 8 years old, I can already cook spaghetti. I can invent my own food, and my kids love when I'm cooking. And then I sleep. I really sleep a lot because like from Monday to Friday, that's work days for me. Saturday and Sunday will be volunteer work. Let's say evangelizing people. I also started my free academy, more on business applications. So Saturday and Sunday, I'm open for volunteer work and sharing my passion to everyone.
That's so good. That's so good. So tell me, you've just recently become an MVP. When did you get awarded?
Yes, it's just recent. Perfect gift for Christmas. I received it 2nd of December, and I've got a story for that MVP award.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, so a week, 27th of November, I got a stroke attack. Like, my tongue was already halfway and I had slurring of speech. And that moment was really life or death. You'll feel it right then and then. And I said, no, Lord, I know you have better plans for me. I was declaring, there's a lot more for me. I'll fight. I know I can do it. I can surpass this. So I went to the hospital, emergency. There was like a block on my vein here in right part of my brain. And they were able to give me medications and was in the hospital for 3 to 5 days. And then I think it was 1st of December, midnight, I received that MVP email. I was teary-eyed and my heart was like pounding. And with goosebumps, I said, yes, I know this is it. I am destined to be an MVP. I am also destined to serve people. And this is my second life. So this year, I ensure that I'll really, really evangelize and share my passion to the community. If some say like live life to the fullest, like for traveling or vacation, me, I'm living a life of purpose by sharing my passion to the community, especially here in the Philippines.
I love it. So how did you get involved in biz apps? How did that start for you?
Biz apps, it was 2016. It was the birth of Dynamics 365, like with a CRM and ERP just in time. Because my business before was more on clothing. And then I was young when I already reached the Maslow's hierarchy of need. Like, I'm already happy. And what's next? What do I need to do? So I was around 24, 25 years old back then. So I said, oh, I'll venture to IT. Because I'm really not into IT. But I said, no, IT will be the in or the booming business in the future. And I did like a research in the market. Which technology should I venture in? Like, I'll start from scratch. So I said, can I mention the other applications or solutions that I venture? If not, it's okay. So I checked SAP. No, we have a lot of SAP professionals in the market. Oracle, we already have a lot. Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft, what specific solution? And when I saw Dynamics, it was CRM online before. And I said, okay, this is what I like. Customer relationship management, more on the business side. So I registered myself as a Microsoft partner. It was DLP before, Dynamics Learning Portal. I signed up for the 3 months. Remember, it was 3 months for all the modules for you to take up. And then after 3 months, I got a client. And then I implemented Dynamics 365 from scratch. But the good thing is I really started from nothing. But with my perseverance, yes, I was able to slowly get more clients and build the practice with the help of Microsoft as well.
So how much do you work closely with Microsoft in Manila?
Well, I believe like 70%, because we also work with Microsoft partner, a reseller. So I'm a CSP. So we have like indirect reseller and then Microsoft Philippines. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. So when I was working in the Philippines, and I went over there to set up an office for my Australian business at the time, and what I couldn't get over is how many skilled people there are in Dynamics in the Philippines. There were so many. And then the other thing was, though, we didn't seem to do any business in the Philippines, as in we didn't do projects in the Philippines. Is your work mainly in the Philippines, or do you mainly work outside the Philippines with your work?
Well, my target and my previous clients, I have Philippine-based clients. But also, I tapped in like global. I deploy Dynamics in Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, and then Singapore, and then Canada and America. Yes.
Wow, incredible. And so do you employ a range of people now? Have you built a team? Tell me a bit about your company.
Yes, I am so proud of my team. So last year, despite the pandemic, despite the crisis, it was a good turning point for my business or for our business. So with a lot of people losing their jobs, it's me helping or lending a hand to these people. So at first, my first 5 employees were all female. I was discussing in Women in Technology, and on my last site, I put up their pictures, and I said, I didn't plan that my team will be all women. And then they were so happy because it's a mix of a student. I'm supporting part-timers, like they're working and then they're also working for me at the same time. I also help moms, like as in a full-time mom, and then showing them that there's still there's a light. They can be successful as well, even if they're taking good care of their kids. There's also like a teacher. Like we have my team members have their own story to tell. And then last quarter of the year, I was able to deploy not just women. So we're already mixed when it comes to gender. And then, but the age group, it's really spread out across all generation. Like I have 20s, 30s, 40s, who's my team member.
Wow,
Yes.
this is so good. This is so good. So in becoming an MVP, what was the biggest surprise to you after you had got the award? What's your experience so far been? Because it's only been, coming up 3 months now?
Yes, 3 months. That's correct. So first, of course, is the gift from Washington. Like I didn't expect it arrive before Christmas. Like yeah, of the plaque, the pin, and the tangible ones, the recognition. Second is of course the technical benefits. Like the courses, I really love the courses that comes with the award, wherein I told myself, yes, this is perfect. I can skill up and improve myself further, and I can share the new knowledge to my team members and to the community. And lastly, of course, the connections, like the MVP connections that we have, and then the privilege to work closely with the product group of Microsoft. So with the connections, it helped me like if there's really like a difficult or more technically inclined questions or concerns, the MVP group will be there helping you. You have a support team now. That's what I felt like closely. If before it was like 3 steps closer to Microsoft, for me, it's like 1 step closer now. That's what I felt. Yes.
So true, so true. So tell me a bit about the community in the Philippines. How big is the business application community? Do you have user groups? What's actually going on, in the sector for you in the Philippines?
All right. For our Biz Apps, we call it Biz Apps PH community. We have our Facebook group because, Filipinos are into social media, especially Facebook and TikTok. So Facebook, we have 437 members. All right. It's a private group. So at least we post all Dynamics 365 related and Microsoft related events, information within the group. And then we also have like a monthly meetup or monthly event. If we cannot like organize our own BizApps PH community event, then most of the other user groups like the ASEAN's Women in Tech or the ASEAN user group will also tap us to be a speaker. Then we inform our Philippine community to join and participate in our events like region-wide ASEAN. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. How difficult it is to find, I've run my own business, my own practices in the whole area of business apps. And sometimes it can be very hard finding skilled resources. Do you train all your resources, or are you are there many people nowadays in the market in the Philippines that you could recruit to your company?
Well, as you've shared before, it's a bit difficult to find like a skilled or a technical person, Dynamics 365 here in the Philippines. So all of my team members, I'm training them, and I prepared their career plan and training plan 6 months, 1 year with the MD Shake mode. And I always share like the benefits, what's in it for you if they take this path or if they choose this specific path. So I said to them, these certifications are not just certifications. This will help you achieve your dreams and you'll be a successful Microsoft professional like me in the future. So that's what I always share to them.
That's so good. That's so good. And what's your vision of this coming year? Where in 2021 we've had a tough year last year with COVID. What's the impact that's having for you? And then what do you see kind of the opportunity out of that you will take advantage of in this coming year in 2021?
All right. Okay. My vision, I will share it to you. So I have this statement like at the start of the year, I make this vision while I was at the church. And I did the planning while I was listening to the sermon or the preaching. So I have this, we will rise together. We will learn together. We will heal together. We will be a successful Microsoft professional. So that's my vision. That's what I can see. Like the digital resilience, it's tied up to Microsoft digital resilience as well. And then most of the organizations now, especially Q1, to be honest, Mark, I was really, January, February, I was all over the places like meeting clients because they are all interested of Microsoft's technology, especially Dynamics 365. So I said, yes, this is my vision. And then my vision for my company is like, before it was just monthly one new project, but right now it's like doubling up or more. And then I said my target is also at least I hire one employee per month for my growth, which is really doable because I'm planning to get this resource in my academy. So I have we launched the BizApps PH Academy. So we'll be training people, and then it's also open for opportunities. So there.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And, definitely can see that, it's a good target, good number of new staff coming in. And the brilliant thing is, right, you're providing careers for people that, might not have considered this as a career for them.
Yes, that's right. And lastly, I have the dare to dream, dare to believe, and dare to stand, because dare for me stands for digital, adaptable, resilient, and empowered.
I love
That's my vision statement. Dare.
This is so good. This is so good. Well, that's probably about all we've got time for. Before we go, I always like to ask a few random questions.
Okay.
So
sure.
are you ready for your random questions?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's your favorite movie?
Legally Blonde.
Nice. What's the best country you've visited?
Australia.
When did you go there?
2018.
Ah, okay. It was a year after I left. I left Australia in 2017.
Oh, okay.
Very cool. It's a great country, right?
Yes, very much. And the people, I really love the people. They're very welcoming, hospitable. And even I'm an Asian, especially Filipino. Sorry, you really don't discriminate. You welcome us with open arms, unlike the other countries. But I'll not mention which countries are those.
Yeah, so true. So true. What's the best food in your culture? And it can't be balu.
Yeah, so of course not. It will be coming from my region. It's laing. It's a vegetable with coconut milk. And then Bicol Express. It's like small shrimp with coconut milk and with pork. And a lot of spices because I'm into spices or spicy food.
Wow, that sounds very nice. Sounds very nice. And finally, what's one country that you want to visit in the next 5 years?
Microsoft's headquarters.
So let's hope the MVP summit happens, right? Then I can meet you there.
Yes.
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome.
Let's declare it. Yes, I want to meet you too.
That is awesome. Okay, that's all we've got time for. Remember, you can where's the best place for people to find you online?
Well, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, LinkedIn, of course. LinkedIn, they can always connect with me. I'll be happy to serve and assist them to any queries. Yes.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Hey, thanks for listening. I'm your host, Business Application MVP Mark Smith, also known as the NZ365 Guy. Please like and subscribe in your favorite podcast player. Leave a review if you would like to give me some feedback. That would be awesome as well. Otherwise, stay safe out there. See you next time.